All right, here we go, back at it again, getting you set for another great day of action this entire weekend from Churchill Downs and Del Mar specifically. So we're going to jump into action on Friday from Del Mar, and it's going to be on the turf course. It's going to be a really exciting race. We're talking about the Grade 2 Hollywood Turf Cup, mile and a half on the turf Friday at Del Mar, race number 7 on the card. A lot of familiar names, right? Balladeer, flashiest, deep closer in here, Rastaman vibe probably in over their head, but we'll see if they can compete. 911 Turbo, closer. Grogu, closer. Request, gonna press probably. Truly Quality, closer. Balnikov, closer with class. Mondego, closer. So there's not a tremendous amount of speed, but at a mile and a half, very rarely do horses get away, but they can get away. But I don't know if there's a chance of any of these horses getting away from anybody. So I really feel like it's going to set up for the horse that's probably going to be your favorite, Balnikov. Phil D'Amato, Umberto Rispoli, we making that move from off the pace. I love the performance last time out off of the layoff, going a mile and 3/8. Nice job in a short field. Now they get a bigger field. They should get a little bit better setup, and I'll pick this runner, the 8. Probably going to be, I think they're going to be the post-time favorite, 5-2, when it's all said and done, and we're okay with that. That's not hurting anybody. We'll take it. Then we go from there, we move on to racing coming up on Saturday at Churchill Downs. Grade 2 Kentucky Jockey Cup Stakes. Mile and a 16th on the main track. It's going to be race number 10. Now, we're talking about 2-year-olds. So this is important to take a look at horses that you're obviously going to be focused in on when January 1st rolls around. Spice Runner to the inside. Not too shabby. Going to be trying to sit just off the pace. Cherokee Nation has speed. Dr. Kapoor has speed. Soldier and Diplomat has speed, but has also shown the ability to rate. Very connected. We'll be sitting and making that big move from off the pace. Further ado, very impressive maiden score at Keeneland. You win at Keeneland by 20 lengths. My goodness. And then there's Universe, who I think is very intriguing as well, and has some stakes experience for Kenny McPeek. But when it comes to McPeek, he obviously does a great job with his 2-year-olds, and I'm going to go with the 2-year-old that's a price in here. Very connected. I just like their performance on that sloppy track at Churchill, going a mile and a 16th to break the maiden. I like the performance going a mile over the turf. And now I feel like, okay, he's had a couple of starts routing, 3 starts routing. I like it a lot. I think they get a better setup coming up than they did in the street sense, and I think very connected also is better price. Right, we'll get better value on this runner as opposed to the other McPeek. So very connected, I think, represents great value. Coming up in the Grade 2 Kentucky Jockey Cup, we go with the 5, very connected. We move on from there. Let's go take a look at what's happening with the Goldenrod Stakes Grade 2 event, 2-year-old fillies here. So getting set for the Oaks, going a mile and a 16th. It's going to be race number 11, Saturday at Churchill. My goodness, this is a crazy, crazy field. Baraka stretching out, but now 3rd start of the career, so obviously that's what we like. The rule of 3s, right? 3 starts, and then that 3rd start stretching out, that usually results in big improvement. Essential Coffee has speed. Just Singing is no speed. We'll be closing. Vita Mia, puts the blinkers and takes them off, and has some speed. Let Me Count the Ways, speed. Life of Joy, extremely impressive in the 2 performances for Brad Cox. And then there's Raspberry, got some speed. Wowsy Weather, no speed. Atropa, gonna sit and try to make that move. Coco Connect is a runner that'll probably be pressing the pace. Bella Ballerina will be sitting way off the pace. Then there's Explorer and the Grumpy Rabbit. Grumpy Rabbit has speed. Look, after what I saw Breeders' Cup weekend, I know that she couldn't get to your winner, but I really feel like Explorer is just too good for this field. Has too much class, has too much experience, and I don't think that Bob Baffert would ship her all the way across the country after that Breeders' Cup event if she wasn't ready to go and if he didn't think that she could outclass this field. I agree with him. I think she can outclass this field. She won't be any value she might be some value since she's coming back rather quickly. But she's probably not going to be value. But I still think she's the best. And if I could get 5-2 on her, that'd be a gift. And so we'll see if we can get that from Explorer in the Goldenrod. All right, that's 3 races coming up. Friday at Del Mar, and then 2 races Saturday at Churchill Downs. In the meantime, in between time, until next time, that's how we do it here on Horse Race Bets. I'm Ken Rudolph. We'll see you next time. Good luck and enjoy whatever you're into.